about it, that's a big number. Big numbers.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Black 80. 2.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
21.
58, Mike, 58.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, gun. I got you.
56 is the mic.
21. 12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes this 26-year-old ball carrier. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Hey, gun.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
I got you.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Seventh play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his fifth touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Check the outs. Check the out. Check the out. Check.
First down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check off. 54. Focus, Steve. Go. He's coming. Double up. Hey. Watch twist. Run.
To throw, it's Murray. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. And here we go on fourth down with Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
21. Here we go.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Hey, gun. Lock.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
SOS.
I got you.
Motion.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's coming.
Orbit.
He's coming. Double up.
Black.
Kill.
from the gun on third. Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. And this one is right down Broadway. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
To throw again on second down. Murray. It's complete to Drain. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. Here's Murray, buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Murray. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running for the shotgun with Drake. They find some open field here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Eric Armstead. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Check safety.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Rolling to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
One of the things I love about this job is that I get to go to practices before games and watch guys work out. And what throws me every single time I see Richard Sherman, one of the best corners in the league, is just how long he is. I'm not even talking about being 6'5". That's not what I'm saying. The length of his arms, his ability to run with receivers and make plays on the football, even when it looks like there's a chance to fit it in, this guy is something else. And there's no surprise to me that this guy was a receiver before he was a cornerback. And maybe that's what helps him out, too, because he understands how receivers think.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They begin the drive with Coleman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
34's the mic.
Bravo.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. One, Omaha.
Watch safety creeping. Safety screaming.
I got you.
Shit.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. It's caught by Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Check back 34. Mike 34.
Two.
Hey, seam 6.
Hey, alert.
Check hot route. Hot.
Hey, gun. Go ahead.
Garoppolo on first down. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
21.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. 23 yards the pickup there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 180. I got you.
Why? Get one.
Hey, gun.
Slap. Kill.
On first down, Coleman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Here we go. 180. 11.
Watch the twist.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down and goal to go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
6 guys!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, watch it, watch it. 1, 2, 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's got a man. It's Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Drake. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Watch the shoot! Check 15, check 15.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Single slot. Don't let 89 go deep. Whatever you do, don't let it go deep. Strong left.
And the blitz does come. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 13-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check three, check three, check three. Showing it, showing it.
Out. 11.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 20.
Check, 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 check.
11.
Garoppolo now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Kill, 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 turn it up. Check, crunch, check, check, check. Check it out, read.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the 1st down. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Murray going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A good run on 1st down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Shoot.
Watch out, 11. Down.
Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. This is Coleman. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
I got you.
Garoppolo looks to throw. This one complete to Coleman. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, gun. White. Hey, exit.
34, Mike 34. Scoot. Here I come.
Go ahead.
Now Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
He's coming. We got double up. Watch twist.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
You got tight right there.
Mike 50.
Let's go. Come on. Got you, boy. Check 26.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground with Drake. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. The Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Come on, boy. Go. You better be ready. Go.
To throw is Murray. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Hey, go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
I got this.
To throw is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
13. Hey, let's go.
Garoppolo to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
13.
Check nine. Let's go,
Hey, gun. 1, Omaha.
That's what I do. 34 is the mark.
Hey, Zoo.
It's just me and you.
34 is the mic. He's coming. Check in.
He's back to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Back. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Sets up 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
You got 3 down.
21. I got you.
One final try now for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that,